Hello YouTube, I'm going to be making this video today on how I prep my skin. I already have my eyes done. I'm going to show you guys how I do my base. This is my first time filming anything on this camera, so we'll see how it goes. I already moisturized my skin. I'm going to go in with my favorite primers. These are actually from the drugstore, so I'm going to be making like a full drugstore makeup routine later, but for now, these are the ones that I love. This is the Wet n Wild little influencer moment. Let's see if this focuses. It doesn't. Okay. This is the Wet n Wild primer serum. It's the hydrating primer serum, and then this one is the one for refined pores. I love both of them. I usually apply them and let them each sit for like about a minute or so, but actually I'm gonna put it on my hand because that's more sanitary. But I use moisturizer, and I typically don't even do eyes first because I like doing my base preferably first. But for this video, I wanted to do my eyes first to get it out of the way. But these primers are each like $5, so they're super easy, super affordable to find. If you get one, just get the hydrating one, because I've had a lot of questions about like how I get my makeup to look smooth and just not cakey, and honestly hydrating is key. I also use an eye cream. This is the one that I use. This is the e.l.f. Holy Hydration eye cream. It's like 10 bucks. Can't go wrong with that. So I'm gonna go in with the purple one now. Next I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. Power Grip. This is also like $10, but it helps your makeup stick to your face. If you've ever tried like the Milk Hydro Grip, it's like essentially the same thing. But I do love my primers, which is why I'm kind of layering them. The hydrating primer really is just like a moisturizer, and then the one for the pores just helps with your pores, obviously. And then as you can see, it's kind of like making my base sticky. And then I'm going to let that sit for about 2 minutes. But this is really, really good. If you're going to buy any of these, I would say buy these two. And then you're kind of set for primer. Obviously, always moisturize, always wash your face at the end of the day. I'm going to make another video on how like I take off my makeup as well, but yeah. So that's it. Okay, so I've let the primer sit for a little. Now I'm just going to do a spray. I'm not going to spray my eyes because I don't want to ruin the eye look. But I literally let that sit for a little bit. And then I'm going to go in with my base, which is my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Perfector influencer moment. Oh my gosh, look at how pretty that is. Love it. Okay. So we're just going to go in. You literally just twist it up. I already have some product out. And then I just apply it all over my face, really, just like as a light layer. This is like one of my favorite steps. And then I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. Total Face Sponge. I'm going to be using two different sponges in this video. This one I like to use to blend out like my base, my cream contour. And then this one is specifically for like concealer. This is the Real Techniques, just like the regular sponge. And then this one is the e.l.f. Total Face Sponge, which is my favorite. If you have not used this, it's like $6. It's so good. And both these, I wet them before I use them, obviously. Literally just blend. I don't know if you can see how it just gives me that glow. Obviously I have acne still popping out, or acne scars, sorry. I am breaking out a little bit as well, but it just gives me like a glowy base for my makeup, and I really, really like how this looks like sitting on my face. Like it just, I feel like it even looks better throughout the day. I know everybody loves the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, but this one I think is like a little bit better. So for foundation, I'm going to use my favorite drugstore foundation, or one of my favorites. This is the Catrice True Skin Foundation. It is so beautiful if you like glowy skin. Again, I don't personally really wear matte foundations. Okay, I feel like you can see a little better with that lighting situation. I'm still trying to figure out like what lighting looks best and everything. I honestly don't even know if this is going to be like my official background. Obviously you can see I have like a lot of stuff on my bed. I'm just blending this out. If you like full coverage, you're gonna really like this foundation. I believe it's like $10 on Amazon Prime, and it's just beautiful. Like this wears so amazing throughout the day. So if you're looking for a good foundation, I really recommend that one. Again, it's Catrice True Skin Hydrating Foundation. Amazing. Next, I'm gonna go in with my cream contour. If you guys know me or if you've seen my TikToks, you know that these are my absolute favorite. These are the Wet n Wild, also $5. Like I said, I'm gonna do a drugstore makeup routine, like full on, like everything. Get ready with me, my eyes, my base, everything. So in this video, I'm just gonna kind of show you guys where I place my cream contour. Obviously, you don't have to do cream contour if you're somebody who doesn't like a lot of makeup. Actually, you could just do cream contour. I feel like it always looks better if you do cream contour and then skip out on the powder contour. I feel like that looks really, really good too. So I literally just placed it like right here. I like to place it higher on my cheekbone and then some on the forehead. And then you'll see right now, when I blend it out, I try to keep the product as like focused on my cheekbone as possible. And it just gives me that warmth. Like I said, I'm just going to work today, so it's not going to be anything like super hectic. And then with the forehead contour, I like to bring it up to the hairline rather than going inwards. And it looks really, really nice. These contour sticks are literally $5 at CVS. Like, I don't understand why you wouldn't pick these up right now. Put it in your cart right now. Like, go pause this video, go to CVS, pick it up, and then come back, okay? Because these are really, really good. And anybody who's beginner, I feel like cream contour is something that's really intimidating for people, but it's really not hard. I mean, I literally blended that out in like 5 seconds because these are just so easy and just gives me like a nice contour. I'm still figuring out the setting situation. I feel like you can't really tell, but I do have cream contour on. I'm gonna go in with concealer next. I'm not gonna use drugstore for this one because I've really been loving this Bare Minerals concealer as well. It is so underrated. I got it when it was on sale and it's so good. So I'm just gonna add, so I like to use 2 different concealers. I use one that's closer to my skin tone. So this Bare Minerals one is in the shade Fair 1W. However, it's a little yellow for me. So I like to use this just to correct under my eyes. And then afterwards I go in with a lighter concealer that's a lot more brightening. And this is the Pretty Fresh concealer in the shade Fair 10N. It's much lighter. And it really, really helps me highlight the high points of my face. So I'll literally show you guys where I place my regular concealer. It's gonna be like right here. As you can see, it's like very yellow. It's not super brightening. So I literally just place a little bit here. I already have my eyes on, so I'm gonna be extra careful to make sure I don't mess up the eyeshadow or anything. Just place it there. And a little hack, if you want more coverage on your concealer, you can also let it sit for about like 2 or 3 minutes and then blend it out, and it's gonna make your concealer just a little bit higher coverage. So I'm going in with the lighter concealer and then just highlighting my forehead, going down my nose just with a teeny bit of product, and then going on my chin. I just like to highlight here. And then I don't do this every day, but sometimes I'll go under like where I cut the cheekbone. I just do a super light amount just to kind of help the contour look a little bit more defined. And then once I blend out this under eye concealer, I'm also going to add a little bit of this lighter concealer under, but I like to wait until after I blend out the first layer. So we're going to wait just a little bit and then we'll blend. This ColourPop Pretty Fresh concealer has been like my favorite. It's I think $11 at Ulta and it is so beautiful. It just leaves my under eyes and everything so freaking nice. Okay, now that I've blended out my under eye concealer, I'm going in with the lighter shade and just kind of highlighting. So I'm literally gonna go in on the sides of my nose, kind of bring it up there, a little bit in the inner corner, and then I'm gonna highlight under my eyes as well. Just a tiny, tiny bit. But I like to bring it up to the sides of my nose because it's gonna help our nose contour, which I haven't done yet. And it is a whole other process. Nose contour is something that has I've struggled with for years. And then I got a nose job, and then it made it a lot easier. So if you struggle with nose contour, just get a nose job. I'm just kidding. But we're literally just gonna go in and blend. Concealer is one of my favorite parts of makeup. Like, it just brightens your under eye. It gives you so much definition. It's so much fun for me. Like, finding out what works best for your face shape and everything is just, I feel like that's when I really started to love makeup, is when I started catering to my own skin. Obviously, I can give you all these tips and maybe they don't work for you. Like, maybe you'll find out that you don't like a super bright under eye, or you don't like the way I do my eyeshadow, you don't like how it comes out on you. Like, that's 100% completely fine. That's the beauty of art, and makeup is art. I mean, makeup artists, like, it's just so much fun. So like I said, you can have these products and you can follow all my tips and you still won't turn out like as beautiful as me, and that's okay. I'm gonna go in with my Wet n Wild contour stick. I use a darker shade for my nose, and this is gonna look a little crazy, but just trust the process. I'm literally gonna go in, draw a line on both sides. Like I said, this is crazy, but I'm gonna use a brush. I'm gonna use a brush to blend this out. I love the Rare Beauty concealer brush. This one is really nice and soft. So see how that just like blended it out easily? These sticks, I promise you, are worth the $5, okay? And if you're a deeper skin tone, the darker one is really good. I don't know why, I just prefer the darker tone for my nose contour. But sometimes when I go in with a deeper contour, I just like to use that one. So the lighter one is in the shade Oaks on You, and then the darker one is in Call Me Maple. And they're both phenomenal. Like I said, they also have highlighter sticks and blush sticks that I love. So you can pick any of those up for $5. I always see them at my CVS. I also kind of blend the nose contour into my eyeshadow. So obviously my eyeshadow is already like brownish, but this still looks so crazy. I actually think I look like way better up close. Okay, maybe just zoom in a little. Okay, that looks a lot better. That looks a lot more. And then I use a brush. I go in again with my Real Technique sponge just to clean up the excess product. And then my nose looks normal again. And like I said, that concealer that we used to brighten up is going to really define that nose contour. And the concealer that we place initially in the middle just makes it look so much better. Beautiful. These Rare Beauty blushes, oh my goodness, look at how cute these are. Look, they're so tiny. They're so freaking cute. Oh my gosh, the mini sizes, just to compare, this is the full size and this is the mini. Like, are you kidding me? Selena Gomez, she really did that. Maybe she is a wizard in real life and this is how she came up. Oh my gosh, this camera is gorgeous. Look at that. Selena Gomez, love you, chef's kiss. If you have not tried one of these Rare Beauty blushes, I'm gonna change your mind right now. I'm literally gonna change your mind right now, okay? I haven't set anything with powder, obviously. I'm still on my cream products. I'm using the shade Peace, and then I'm gonna do like that little hack that everyone's been doing where they mix the highlighter and the blush to get like a really glowy blush. Okay, I'm gonna be taking the shade Peace, and then I'm just gonna put it like on my cheek like that. These are super pigmented, so just be careful. And then I'm just gonna place the highlighter kind of on top. I do a really messy job with this. I'm going in with my e.l.f. complexion duo brush. This one is like $6. It's amazing. And I'm literally just gonna blend it out like this. Okay, that's a lot. Literally just blending, blending, blending. I love a lot of blush. I'm not gonna keep it like this, obviously. I am gonna go in with my sponge and just kind of diffuse the product. But this shade specifically, oh my goodness, I need Selena Gomez to come out with like the full size, because I am a peach blush type of girl and this is beautiful. So we're just gonna go in. I'm actually gonna make a TikTok, so I'll be right back. Zoom you guys in. Do you see that peach on my cheeks? Okay. I'm zooming you guys in to show you guys how beautiful that blush is. I'm just obsessed. Literally had to make a video to Rare Beauty and Selena Gomez. We're just gonna set all of our under eyes and our face now. So I'm gonna go in with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Powder. This is my absolute favorite. I have so many high-end powders, but I always reach for my Wet n Wild. I'm just gonna blend out my under eyes one more time so that there's no creasing. If you struggle with creasing, make sure that you always blend out your under eyes before going in and then dip into the powder. I'm using a powder puff that I got off Amazon, and I'm literally just gonna go in. I'm gonna take it up the sides of my nose as well so that it kind of sets that cream contour. Go in and do the same thing with the other side. I apologize, I know this is not the best lighting to be doing makeup in. It's just, I have no idea how to set you guys up first. And I'm leaving to Mexico in 2 days, so. This powder just blurs your skin. It's so crazy good for $5. I feel like I've been naming the price of everything, but it's like the drugstore has so much amazing makeup. Like, you do not need to go to Sephora for powder or foundation. Like, I honestly reach for my drugstore options so much more. Okay. So I only go in with that powder in the places that I highlighted. So under my cheek, on my chin, under my eyes, and then on my forehead. And then I'm gonna use, I personally like to use a different powder for my face, like the rest of my face, because I just like the way that it looks. So this is the Kosas Cloud Set powder. I have the mini size. It is so adorable. I got it as a little promo from Sephora, and it is just so freaking cute. I know a lot of people have been raving about this. This powder truly is like so airbrushed and so beautiful. I feel like you won't really be able to see it in this lighting, but just gonna go in and set the rest of my face. I can do a separate video on brushes if you guys want to see like my favorite brushes, and I literally go over everything: the blush, the contour, down my neck, everything. And as I said, I'm a huge fan of spray. So after we add all that powder, obviously you're gonna look a bit dry. So what I really love to do, obviously I'm gonna cover my eyes, but I'm gonna go in and spray everything. This step is so crucial. I finished off my eyebrows and my eyes off camera, and then I'm gonna finish up my base with you guys. I'm gonna go in with my Patrick Ta Beautiful. This is the cream contour duo, so it's literally like a cream contour. I didn't use this today, but I do love it. But I'm gonna go with the powder to kind of set my cream contour. Going in with like an angled brush like this. I love anything from Patrick Ta really, but I'm just gonna go in and set like the powder bronzer, the cream bronzer, very lightly. I don't really like too much of a powder contour personally, but I just go in very lightly. I'm also gonna set the nose contour with like a very small brush. So I literally go in like this take that powder and I go down the sides of my nose, kind of diffuse it to make sure everything blends. For my blush today, I'm gonna go in with one of my favorites. This is the Milani Luminoso blush. This is like an OG. If you have been on YouTube and any sort of makeup platform anywhere, you know this blush. This is like the OG, amazing, beautiful. It's just the most amazing blush. Like I use this when I travel, like when I'm doing glam, when I'm doing like a simple beat. Like I just can't live without this blush. You get that? Can't even see how beautiful that is. I kind of take the blush a little bit up to the contour as well, so just to make everything look really seamless. Do you see that blush? Like, hello? Like, hee hee. For highlight, I prefer something really soft. So this is one of my favorites. This is the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. It's like $5 at Ulta, and I'm just gonna go in with like a fluffy brush and very lightly like just highlight. This is super light. It's not one of those like really blending highlights. It's just super light. To finish off this look, I'm just gonna finish with lips. I'm gonna use my Morphe Sweet Tea liner. This is like the best brown. I literally just line my lips. I do have lip filler, so I kind of just don't overline or anything. I'm just gonna add my Rare Beauty Stay Vulnerable Glossy Lip Balm. This has been one of my favorite glosses. It is so beautiful. I love everything and anything from Rare Beauty, but let's see. Had to bring you guys into like better lighting to show you guys the finished look. Should be snatched, should be beautiful. The last step is to tell yourself that you're a bad bitch. And that's how you finish off a makeup look. Beautiful. I didn't really show you guys the eyes, but here are the eyes. You can do a tutorial on this if you like.